Lead is fine. FPV is 7th. Here we go. Pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quadcopters. Live on the tone in less than 5. Off to the races. It was a shaky start, but an awesome start with 0 contact. But I was sitting there with chills watching Chase Cam, watch him get through that gate. Watching Fine FPV, your leader, Split S. No, he's dropped down into 2nd. It's going to be Fat Kid, your leader, going into that Stitch It Up section. Just a hair ahead now. Fine FPV just ahead of Fat Kid out in that back section. And Jimmy Proton right with him. 1, 2, 3. Now we're in the Turbo Wing Slurtle section. Jimmy Proton just dropped to 4th. Let's get ready to go up to the skies with Fine FPV, your leader. And, wow, Timbo was right with him. Timbo with a ringer dinger off to the side. So now we are down to just 3, and this is kind of sloppy. Here's Fine FPV right to left onto lap 2 with a 45.8. Here comes Fat Kid running the number 2 spot with a lot of breathing room as Jimmy Proton dropping to 3rd. But Fat Kid, you're in 2nd with probably about a 8 or 9 gate lead. Watching Jimmy Proton running in 3rd, trying to get through that Fat Shark corkscrew. But they still have 2 to go when they cross over. As Fine FPV, your leader, coming out of that Stitch It Up section right about now through TBS over to our Turbo Wing Slurtle section. Running first. Fat Kid is now going into that back Stitch It Up section with our great partners on the backside out of Team Black Sheep to the middle of the course for the Slurtle section. Now we're on that lead lap as well with Jimmy Proton. That wind picking up. You can see him having some difficulty at the Split S section. Now he goes into that Stitch It Up section on the backside through Horizon, through Hobby Wing, then TBS here in a moment. And now we go white flag flying for Fine FPV onto lap number 3. We take him. Great work. He's got a great gap. Here's Fat Kid coming from a right to a left onto lap 3. That's Nick. I keep calling him Fat Kid. I'm reading his OSD. I have Nick Wasp is the official pilot. So who's this fat guy? I get it. Got it. Caution pilots, there is a gate that is starting to fall over, but we're going to finish this race as is. It didn't cause any issues, but we will take a short pause for the cause for a course rebuild. If we could have our course team on it, that might be you, David Roberts. I don't know. It is? All right, you're doing a great job. Nick Wasp getting through that down gate and over to our DRL Sim dive gate. And Fine FPV going to get this one. Very fine. 3 laps in 2 minutes 21. Now with Nick Wasp getting across that line. Nick Wasp will get it 3 laps in 2 minutes 29. 1 to finish. That'll be Jimmy Proton. Wrapping things up in just a few. And the course is his to do with it as he chooses. Using that back Stitch It Up section. That wind picking up, and as we talked about in our briefing, if for some reason, severe weather, we're not able to finish this bracket, we'll go back to the best 3 out of 5. But fingers crossed that this wind is blowing the weather away from us. It looks kind of good. We came to race drones, and Jimmy Proton going to take a knee right there. That wind picking up just to play it safe, keep the quad alive. It's all good. He's going to finish up 3rd in this one. So now winner.